Hi, this is a video on the solutions to the algebra test we've done. We'll make a start on question 1. So, question 1 said, factorize fully 9a squared minus 6ab plus 12ac minus 8bc. Okay, so this is an expression. It has 4 terms, so we've got to use the method of grouping. So first we take the first 2 terms here and see what we have in common. We have 9a squared minus 6ab. Well, 9 and 6 have 3 as common factor. A squared and ab have a as common factor. So now I divide 9a squared by 3a. Well, 9 divided by 3 is 3. A squared divided by a is a. Next I have minus 6ab divided by 3a. So minus 6 divided by 3 is minus 2. ab divided by a, well, a goes into itself once, leaving us with just b. Okay, so now we take the next 2 terms together, group these together, and we have plus 12ac minus 8bc. So the common factors between 12 and 8 is 4, so I'm going to factorize out 4, and the common factor between ac and bc is c. I'm now going to divide 12ac by 4c. So 12 divided by 4 is 3. AC divided by c, I'm left with a. Minus 8 divided by 4 is minus 2. BC divided by c is b. Okay, now it's important that in the brackets, these are the same. These are a common factor, and they're the same, therefore we know we are doing this correctly. So the last thing to do then is take the 3a and the 4c and bring them together. So it's 3a plus 4c multiplied by 3a subtract 2b. And that's question 1 done. Let's move on to part B. Again, we've got a algebraic expression we need to factorize. This time it's only 2 terms, 9x squared minus 16y squared. We notice 9 and 16 are square numbers. X squared and y squared are also square numbers. So therefore we have what's known as the difference of 2 squares. And to start us off, I'm going to rewrite 9x squared as 3x all to be squared. And I can do that because 3 squared is 9 and x squared is x squared. So I haven't really changed anything. Next, I'm going to write 16y squared as 4y all to be squared. And the factors of this now are simply 3x plus 4y by 3x minus 4y. Okay, and if you want to check your answer, you could always multiply out 3x plus 4y by 3x minus 4y, and you'll find that we'll get 9x squared minus 16y squared. Now let's move on to part C. So we want to use factors to simplify the following 2x squared plus 4x all over 2x squared plus x minus 6. Okay, so here we're going to look and see if we can factorize the top and also factorize the bottom of this quotient. So taking the top first, we have 2x squared plus 4x. So factorizing, we've got 2x squared plus 4x. Well, it's 2 terms. We can't use the difference of 2 squares because 2 is not a square number. X is not squared either. So therefore we take out what's common. What's common to 2 and 4 is 2, and the common factor to x squared and x is x. So 2x squared divided by x is x, and 4x divided by 2x is 2. And that's all over the quadratic trinomial 2x squared plus x subtract 6. When we factorize a quadratic trinomial, we have 2 sets of brackets. The factors of 2x squared are simply 2x and x. And we must now look at the factors of minus 6 that will sum to give us the middle term, positive 1. So our factors of minus 6 are 1 by minus 6, minus 1 by 6, 2 by minus 3, and minus 2 by 3. Now, which of these will sum to give us positive 1? And we must also remember that whatever goes here gets multiplied by 2x, and whatever goes here gets multiplied by 1x. So, looking at our factors, I work it out to be 2x plus 2 and minus 3. And if we do our little check to see we're correct, 2x by minus 3 is minus 6x. 2 by x is plus 2x. And that does not give us 4x. So, we got to change, do some trial and error. So, changing it up, let's try another version. So let's try x add 2 and 2x minus 3. Let's do our check this time. 2x by 2 is 4x. Minus 3 by x is subtract 3x, which gives us positive 1x, which is what we were looking for. So therefore we have found the correct factors. Okay, now let's see if we have any common factors from the numerator and the denominator. Well, we have x plus 2 here and x plus 2 here. So that gives us then 2x over 2x subtract 3. And we can't go any further. There's nothing else to factorize. Okay, let's move on to question 2. We want to solve the following inequality and show the solution on the number line. So we have minus 17, 1 minus 3x is greater than or equal to minus 17 and less than 13. Okay, so what we're going to do, the idea here is we want to isolate the x term, get it on its own, and solve for x. Okay, so if we look at the middle here, we have 1 minus 3x. So I want to get rid of this positive 1 by subtracting 1. Now if I subtract 1 to the middle here, I need to subtract 1 to each side, to every term here. So we've got minus 17 subtract 1 is minus 18, less than or equal to minus 3x, less than 13 minus 1 is 12. So now we have minus 18 less than or equal to minus 3x, which is less than 12. Okay, now our next step is going to be to divide by minus 3. And again, we need to divide every term by minus 3. And the reason we do this is because when we divide negative 3x by minus 3, we get positive x, which is the value we're looking for. Minus 18 divided by minus 3 is positive 6. Now, because we've divided by a negative number, we've got to reverse the inequality sign. Minus 3x divided by minus 3 is positive x. And again, we need to reverse the inequality sign. 12 divided by 3 is minus 4. So what we have is x is less than or equal to 6 and greater than minus 4. Now generally, when we read quadratic, or when we write an inequality like this, we generally have the lower value on the left-hand side and the higher value on the right-hand side. So I'm just going to reverse the order here. I'm going to write down my x, and we have x is greater than minus 4, so I'm going to put that here. And it's also less than or equal to 6. Now we have to solve this inequality on the number line. And we notice we're told x is an element of z, which are integers, which are positive and negative whole numbers. And x is greater than or equal to x is greater than minus 4 and less than or equal to 6. So x cannot be minus 4. It can be minus 3. It can be minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it can also be 6 because it can be less than or equal to 6. Okay. We're going to stop the video there, and then I'm going to question 3 in a new video.